Today I want to take everybody through an equivalent B routine that you can do from home. Typically when clients come in, if they've been here for 6 months or longer, they are doing an A routine and a B routine. One week they come in and do A, one week they come in and do B. So I want to start with the first exercise today in the B routine. The B routine typically has a toe press in the very beginning, so that's what we're going to start with. You'll need at least one chair, if not 2 chairs. I'm going to demonstrate it with the 2 chairs just to make sure that people feel comfortable having the extra support and stability if they need it. So I'm going to put a hand on either chair. I'm going to bring my heels together. I can put my heels together pretty easily, but not everybody will feel as comfortable doing that. So that's okay to have a little bit of gap between the heels. And do what's comfortable. You don't have to turn the heels way out. That can put some stress and strain on your knees, and we don't want that. So just point your toes out to what feels comfortable. I want you to really think about bringing your shoulders down and back as you're standing this way, and slightly think about pushing your butt out and bending your knees slightly. And imagine a string is pulling your chest to the ceiling. Shoulders down the back and chest up. So when you're in that position, you're going to put your feet back together and you are going to raise up on your toes. And as you do that, you want to think about pulling the heels to your calves. So don't imagine that you're pushing really hard on the balls of your feet. Really focus on trying to get the heels as close to your body as you can. And just standing here like this, you will feel a very intense engagement of those calf muscles. So I don't want you to go all the way down to the bottom, because just like when you're at the gym, when you go all the way down to the bottom, you completely unload and give yourself a break. So once you start, and again go slowly, and as you feel those calves contracting, really lean into that intensity and pull your heels up towards the backs of your calves. And then if you want to come down slowly, not much, because you'll notice that any amount of movement back towards the ground, you feel those calves release a bit, and nice and slow. If you want, you can simply hold it here at the top, continuing to pull those calves to your, continuing to pull your heels to your calves, just like we might do a squeeze technique in the gym. And this is going to very, very quickly fatigue those calf muscles, okay? And I would suggest going very slowly, and if you're going to do a dynamic, which means instead of holding it in place, which is a static, you're going to go up and down, go slowly, and do not let your heels touch the floor. It's very, very effective. Again, I would do it until you feel like you absolutely can't do another one. And then bring your heels down, and I want you to bring your heels a little further out from each other like this. Anytime you slightly change a position or a grip, like we've talked about so often in the gym, it's going to slightly change the part of the muscle that is worked. So now that you're out a little further, you're going to do the same thing, nice and slowly. Bring those heels to your calves. Again, just holding it here is really intense, and you will feel that stimulation, you will feel that engagement, you'll feel the blood pumping to the calves. I don't know if you know this, but that lymphatic system, this is how it is, you propulse the lymphatic fluid through the body, especially at the lower extremities like the feet and calves. It's these calf contractions. And once again, if you want to go dynamic, you can, but just go very slowly and do not let the heels touch the ground, okay? And then what you can do is bring one heel behind you, one heel in front of you. Again, don't turn out your toes to the extent that it feels like it's putting a strain on your knees or twisting your knees. But once you get in place, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to lift up, and you're going to really pull the heel into the calf muscle. Again, you can just hold it. It's very intense. You won't be able to do it for too terribly long. But if you'd like to go up and down, do so slowly, and do not let your heel touch the ground. I know, crazy, right? That burn that you're feeling. And then you're gonna switch feet, put the other foot in front, the other foot in back, check your posture, shoulders down and back, chest up to the ceiling, and up. Again, pull your heels to your calves. You can move up and down if you want to, but nice and slowly. Do not let the heels come to the ground. All right, guys, that is the very first exercise that we typically do in our B routine.